Hey there, folks. If you're thinking about moving to Nashville or just curious about what it's like to live here, you're in the right place. I put out videos every week all about living in and around Nashville. So if that sounds helpful, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and give this video a like. And hey, if you've got any questions, please drop them in the comments. I always love hearing from you. Today we're talking about the pros and cons of living in Nashville. From the job market and cost of living to the weather, entertainment, and yes, even those infamous allergies in Middle Tennessee. I'm covering it all, so let's jump in. Number one, a pro, thriving job market. Nashville isn't just about country music. It's a city with a ton of job opportunities across different industries. Sure, music and entertainment are big here, but the real driver of Nashville's economy, healthcare. Companies like HCA Healthcare, Vanderbilt University Medical Center, Ascension St. Thomas provide thousands of jobs in both medical and administrative roles. And if you're in tech, Amazon and Oracle are bringing huge expansions to the city, opening up even more opportunities in software development, data analytics, and cybersecurity. Education is also a major employer with universities like Vanderbilt, Belmont, and Tennessee State hiring thousands of people in teaching, research, and administration. And let's not forget media, marketing, and entertainment. While Nashville will always be known for country music, it has a thriving indie, rock, gospel, and classical music scene, along with a growing film and digital media industry. So if you're a creative professional, there's a lot of opportunity here. The bottom line, Nashville's economy is strong, unemployment is low, and more businesses are moving in all the time. If you're looking for a career growth, there's a lot to love about this city. Number two, no state income tax. One of the biggest perks of living in Tennessee, no state income tax. That means you get to keep more of your paycheck, which is a huge deal, especially if you're moving from a high tax state like California or New York. The extra savings can go a long way toward investing, growing a business, or just enjoying a higher quality of life. For business owners, this is a game changer. More of your money stays in your pocket, giving you room to reinvest and grow without the burden of extra taxes. That's a big reason why Tennessee consistently ranks as one of the most business-friendly states in the country. Retirees also love it because their savings stretch further. Without state income tax eating into pensions and retirement accounts, there's more money for travel, entertainment, or just enjoying life without worrying about extra deductions. Now the catch, Tennessee does have a higher than average sales tax, around 9.25%, so that's something to keep in mind. But for most people, the overall savings still come out ahead, especially in the long run. Next up, the music and entertainment scene. No surprise here, Nashville lives up to its name as Music City. But if you think it's just about country music, think again. Whether you're into rock, jazz, indie, blues, or gospel, there's live music happening every single night all over the city. If you're a country music fan, the Grand Ole Opry is a must visit. It's where legends have performed for decades. And if you want a mix of history and incredible acoustics, the Ryman Auditorium is the place to be. Artists from Johnny Cash to Bruce Springsteen have played there, and honestly, it's one of the best concert venues in the country. Now, if you're looking for a night out with nonstop live music, neon lights, and wild energy, Broadway's honky tonks are where it's at. These bars are packed with up-and-coming musicians hoping to be the next big star. Some spots lean heavily on traditional country, while others mix in rock, blues, pop. It's all about finding the vibe that fits you. But Nashville's entertainment scene isn't just about music. If you're into comedy, Zany's Comedy Club brings in top stand-up comic acts. I love that. Love theater, the Tennessee Performing Arts Center, TPAC, hosts Broadway shows and live performances year-round. I have season tickets there and it's great. And if you want to check out the indie music scene, the Basement East and Exit In are local favorites for discovering new artists. And let's talk about music festivals. There's no shortage of them. Every year we've got big events like CMA Fest, Bonnaroo just outside the city, and Live on the Green that brings in major artists and massive crowds. There's something happening every weekend. If you're a musician or a creative, Nashville is one of the best cities in the country to grow your career. is packed with recording studios, songwriting sessions, and networking opportunities. You never know who you're going to meet. Now let's talk about neighborhoods and housing options. One of the best things about Nashville is that it's got a little something for everyone when it comes to housing. Whether you're looking for an urban high-rise, a historic home, quiet suburb, or a luxury estate, there's a neighborhood that fits your lifestyle. Here are some of the most popular areas: downtown and the Gulch. If you love city living, this is the spot. You'll find high-rise condos, trendy restaurants, and tons of nightlife. The Gulch in particular is known for its modern lofts and upscale apartments, while downtown keeps you right in the middle of all the action. East Nashville is where I live. This is the go-to spot for artists, musicians, and young professionals. It's got an eclectic hipster vibe with historic homes, cool coffee shops, and some of the best food in the city. And then there's Brentwood and Franklin, perfect if you're looking for top-rated schools and suburban living. Brentwood has spacious homes and luxury communities, while Franklin gives you, it's kind of a small town charm with historic buildings. I love the downtown area, boutique shopping, all of that, great restaurants. Belmead and Green Hills, if you're in the market for luxury living, these are two of the most sought after areas. Belmead has some of the most expensive properties in Nashville, while Green Hills is known for high-end shopping and fine dining. Germantown and Sylvan Park, if you love walkable neighborhoods with charming architecture and a strong sense of community, these areas are worth checking out. You'll find a mix of historic homes and modern townhouses, plus some amazing restaurants. So what's the real estate market looking like? As of 2024, the median home price in Nashville is hovering around $450,000 to $500,000, but it varies a lot depending on the neighborhood. You can find condos and townhomes for less, starter homes in the $300,000 range, and luxury properties that go well into the millions. The market's competitive, but there are still great opportunities out there if you know where to look. Let's talk about some outdoor activities. If you love getting outside, Nashville has no shortage of great spots to explore. Whether you're into hiking, biking, kayaking, or just relaxing in a park, there's something for everyone, I promise. Radnor Lake State Park, one of the best places to escape the city. The hiking trails here are peaceful, scenic, full of wildlife. You see deer. It's a great spot for a casual walk or a more challenging trek if you're up for that. If you're lucky, you might even spot some deer or bald eagles. You'll see deer all over Nashville. Shelby Bottoms Greenway and Nature Park, perfect for hiking, biking, jogging, or just getting some fresh air along the Cumberland River. This is where I go to run, bike, or just have a relaxing walk around the lake. It's my favorite because I can ride there on my bike in 10 minutes. It's a great spot to unwind without leaving the city. And you see deer there at least once a week. Percy Priest Lake, if you're into boating, fishing, or paddleboarding, this is the place to be. The young people love to go there with multiple marinas, beaches. It's just a go-to weekend getaway spot for locals. Warner Parks, Edwin and Percy Warner Parks, over 3,000 acres of trails, forest, and scenic overlooks. If you love hiking or trail running, this is a must visit. Plus, it's a great place for horseback riding also. Harpeth River State Park. You get the trend here. There's a lot of places. If you're looking for a way to cool off in the summer, kayaking or canoeing down the Harpeth River is a great way to beat the heat and enjoy some beautiful Tennessee scenery. Let's talk about golf. It's my favorite. If you're a golfer like I am, Nashville has plenty of great golf courses like Harpeth Hills, Hermitage Golf Course, Gaylord Springs, where I play often. I play the public courses mostly because they're in great condition, affordable, and I can get to 3 of them in 10 minutes. If you're not into golf, you'll also find tennis courts in Shelby Park, soccer fields, baseball diamonds throughout the city's parks. Bottom line, if you love the outdoors, Nashville has something for you. Now let's transition to the food scene. Let's be honest, one of the best things about Nashville is the food. Whether you're into classic Southern comfort, barbecue, or international flavors, you'll never run out of places to try. It's difficult for me because I live here and I go out to eat all the time or order out. Hot chicken, you can't talk about Nashville food without mentioning hot chicken. If you never had it before, be ready for some serious heat. Hattie B's and Prince's Hot Chicken are 2 of the best spots to try. But let me know in the comments, how spicy can you handle? In the barbecue here, plenty of barbecue places, whether you're a fan of pulled pork, brisket, smoked ribs. Nashville barbecue is top notch. There's Martin's Barbecue, there's Edley's Barbecue, there's Peg Leg Porker for some of the best in town. and just plain Southern comfort food, biscuits, fried chicken, creamy grits. If that's your thing, you have to stop by Loveless Cafe for an authentic taste of Southern hospitality. We also have farm to table dining. If you like fresh, locally sourced ingredients, the catbird seed and husk take Southern food to another level, creative, modern twist. And if you like international, craving tacos, Mas Tacos is a local favorite. I love it because I can walk there. You love sushi, Maru is great. Nashville has you covered. There are also tons of amazing Thai, Indian, and Italian restaurants all over the city. Food trucks and local eateries. If you want something quick and casual, Nashville's food truck scene is huge. There's one all over the place, offering everything from gourmet burgers to fusion tacos. Whatever you're craving, Nashville has it, and trust me, you won't go hungry here. All right, now let's move on to the cons of living in Nashville. Let's talk about traffic. It's a challenge. Nashville has grown fast and the roads haven't quite kept up. If you're driving here, be ready for congestion, especially during rush hour. I-40, I-65, and I-24 all merge right here in the city, and traffic can get backed up pretty quickly. And mornings and evenings, they can be brutal. Even some of the back roads get clogged up. Like me, I'm always looking for a better way. Everybody's trying to avoid the interstates and find a quicker way. But everybody has the same idea, so it doesn't work. Now, if you're thinking, well, I just take public transportation, here's the thing, Nashville's public transit system is kind of limited. We don't have a subway or light rail like New York and Chicago. We do have WeGo public transit, but it's mainly a bus system, or it is a bus system with limited routes, and it's not the most reliable schedule. For most people, driving is the only realistic way to get around, which just adds to the traffic problem. And there are bike lanes, and I do ride my bike some, and greenways, but Nashville isn't the most bike-friendly city, but you can get around. But there is ride sharing like Uber and Lyft, but surge pricing during peak hours can get expensive there too. So if you're moving here and you work remotely, traffic might not be a big deal for you, and that's what a lot of people do that now. But if you have a daily commute, choosing the right neighborhood is key. Some of the best places to avoid long commutes if you're working in Nashville are Germantown, the Gulch, downtown Nashville, East Nashville. There's several places. They're all walkable and just a short drive from most workplaces. And number two, let's talk about the rising cost of living here. Something a lot of people are feeling. The cost of living in Nashville has gone up. I guess it has everywhere, but Nashville's getting expensive. Still cheaper than cities like Los Angeles, New York, or San Francisco, but it's nowhere near as affordable as it used to be. Over the last decade, we've seen home prices, rent, daily expenses climb significantly. Housing prices, mainly, that's the biggest concern. As of 2024, the median home price in Nashville was about $500K, maybe a little less, but if you're looking in the Gulch, 12 South, or Green Hills, you expect to pay $750K to well over $1 million. And rent prices, they aren't much better. It's tough, especially in downtown Nashville. A one-bedroom apartment in a desirable area can run you $1,600 to $2,200 per month, and even more budget-friendly neighborhoods, prices are steadily increasing. So, and it's not just housing, groceries, dining, utilities, everything's gotten more expensive. Tennessee doesn't have a state income tax, which that helps a lot, but our sales tax is 9.25%, and that's one of the highest in the country. And that means everyday purchases might cost more than you'd expect, but I think the state income tax offsets that to a great deal. So what does this mean for you? If you're moving from a high-cost city like San Francisco or Washington, D.C., Nashville probably seems cheap. But if you're coming from a smaller, more moderately priced city, the rising cost could be a bit of a shock, might not be something you're used to or have thought about. For a lot of locals, affordability is becoming a real challenge, especially for first-time home buyers, young people, renters looking for budget-friendly options. That's why many people are moving just outside the city to places like Murfreesboro, Mount Juliet, Spring Hill, Hendersonville, where housing is slightly cheaper, but still close enough to commute to Nashville for work and entertainment. So what do you think? If you already live here, are you feeling the financial squeeze? I live here and I do to a certain extent. If you're thinking about moving to Nashville, are the rising costs giving you second thoughts? drop me a comment below. I'd love to hear what you think. The next con, we get some extreme weather. Now, if you love getting all 4 seasons, you'll get that in Nashville, and it's really great. But be ready for hot, humid summers and some unpredictable weather. In the middle of summer, temperatures regularly hit the 90s, and with the humidity, it can feel even hotter. And if you're not a fan of sticky, muggy heat, summers here might take some getting used to. Let's just say air conditioning is just not optional. You have to find ways to stay cool, and it's essential. And then there's the storms. Spring and summer bring severe thunderstorms, heavy rain, tornado warnings, and tornadoes every now and then. Tornado sits on the edge of Tornado Alley, so we do get some intense storms with strong winds and flash flooding. If you're moving to Nashville, it's a good idea to have a weather app or weather radio to stay updated during storm season, especially in the spring. Number 4 are allergies. There's no joke here. If you've got seasonal allergies, just a heads up, Nashville can be rough. Every spring and fall, ragweed, tree pollen, grass pollen hit hard. And if you're prone to allergies, you're probably going to feel it. Itchy eyes, sneezing, sinus pressure. I have the itchy eyes, you name it, it happens. There are ways to manage it: air purifiers, allergy meds, staying indoors on high pollen days. But if you struggle with allergies, just know that Nashville is consistently ranked as one of the worst cities for seasonal allergies. So if you're moving here, stock up on Claritin or Zyrtec or whatever your brand is, because you might need it. And number 5, crowds and tourism are tough here. Nashville has become one of the hottest travel destinations in the country, which is great for the economy, but not so great if you don't love crowds and traffic. I kind of like all the people around. Some people don't. Tourists flock to downtown, Broadway, and the Gulch, especially on weekends. And if you ever walk down Broadway on a Friday or Saturday night, you know exactly what I mean. Bachelorette parties, music festivals, concerts, sports events bring in huge crowds every weekend. And it means packed streets, long wait times at restaurants, and gridlock traffic in popular areas. If you're a local like me, you learn places to go. A lot of people avoid downtown on the weekends and stick to neighborhoods like East Nashville, Germantown, or 12 South, which still have great restaurants, some of the best, and nightlife without the full-on tourist rush. So there you have it, the pros and the cons of living in Nashville. Like any city, there's a lot to love and a few challenges to consider. But between the job market, music scene, and overall energy of the city, it's easy to see why so many people are moving here. There's a lot more people moving here than there are leaving. That said, traffic, home prices, and those infamous allergies are things to think about before making the move. Every city has its ups and downs. It's all about finding the right fit for you. So if you're considering a move to Nashville and you want to explore your real estate options, I'd love to help. Feel free to reach out anytime. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up. It helps me and more people see these videos. And if you have any questions about moving to Nashville or anywhere in Tennessee, text or call me anytime, 615-436-5995. I could talk about this city and surrounding areas all day. Helping people find their dream home here is what I love to do. And you can also reach me by email. That's wade@wadepricehomes.com. And if you'd like to schedule a call or Zoom meeting, just scan the QR code in the banner or check the description box. There should be some information down there, a link to schedule a Zoom meeting. And again, I'm Wade Price with eXp Realty, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay happy, stay curious, and keep dreaming big. See y'all soon.